What's going on, YouTube family?
What's up?
It's Ben and Andrea here at VW Family Farm, and it is the end of another long day of work.
I have been working hard. I have been working very hard on this chicken tractor slash, I call it a chicken coop, a mobile chicken coop. And I've been working on it, seems like non-stop the whole vacation.
Yeah, the whole Christmas break, except for Christmas pretty much. But he's put in a lot of time along with some good friends that came and helped, and we're gonna have a video out about that, but we're trying to get it finished and then we're gonna debut the whole thing. So tell you the name of it and everything. It
has been one big project, I can say that. I didn't imagine it was gonna be such a big project. I think this is one of them things, kind of like what you say, you know, you think about it and you're like,
you
yeah,
underestimated.
Yeah, we can get that done.
Okay, pause because the dog's chewing on something. So we are going on a ride. We're on the mule, I guess you can tell. But that's what we do at the end of a long day, just for fun. Ben's got him a little cappuccino. I got me some hot tea. But one of my goals for 2020 is eat our own food. And I want to do like, we do raise our own food. Like, we raise enough food we could eat off this farm for a year. So we've gotten there in that regard, but we're terrible about still eating out or eating here or eating there. And so we're not really eating it on as consistent of a basis as I'd like. So would you say you're pretty all in on that too, or is this just me driving this bus?
No, I'm all in. I mean, we raise it, why not eat it? Most people out there would love to be able to raise 90–80% of their own food and be able to eat at home, but it is, once you get there, sometimes it's a struggle.
It's kind of boring. And I guess like in the old days they ate at home because there was really nowhere to go eat unless you went to like a friend's house. And I love to read old books, and a lot of times they would get together even after supper because they couldn't, let's be honest, they couldn't afford to feed like another large family on a regular basis. So they would eat at home and then get together for like dessert or something, which again was homemade. But I just want to get back to eating our own food. Sorry, I chased a rabbit trail there. I want to really commit to, if we eat grains, that they're properly prepared, because that's what I've told all of y'all about, and it's because I really believe in it. And what is keeping me motivated right now is some of y'all sent me some gaps guides and cookbooks, and so thank you for that. You sent some awesome gifts. We received several cast iron things. Ben received some cool beekeeping stuff. I really don't want to just sit here and name things because I don't want to forget anything, but every single card we read and your heartfelt notes were so appreciated, and just the kind and thoughtful things you sent. But that is not even what this video is about. All right, so we are taking a ride. We're gonna take y'all with us, show you the cows. We got little Pepper down here. She's sleeping, she was, down here by the gas pedal. I think she's gonna have to move. But we're gonna ride back to the cows, and I told Ben I wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about things we did in 2019 that we just cannot believe we even pulled off. And a lot of it was with your encouragement, or we never would have made it. So let's go. And this is our view leaving the driveway. This is my front yard.
That's one of my crazy things for 2019. One of the goals that I've had for years is to go to Joel Salatin's, and this right here is the result of going to Joel Salatin's, trying to figure out fly control for the cows.
So we actually went on a ride last night and finished this video, got back to the house, and the sound was all messed up. So it's actually the next day, and we wanted to finish what we were talking about things we've accomplished in 2019 that we never thought we would. And we thought we'd start right here at the tractor.
One of the big issues we had this year, it seemed like mechanical breakdowns, was left and right. All of our equipment is used equipment that we've had for probably around 20 years.
Some of it more.
Yeah, some of it more. Some of it was my grandpa's, but we knew going into this year that we'd been pushing all of our equipment for the past few years that there was going to be breakdowns and issues, but I had no idea it was going to be this many issues come up during the busiest time of year. We had to replace clutch in this big tractor. I had to work on the baler. It had a bearing go out in the roller. I actually replaced the clutch on the little tractor.
The mower had multiple problems,
yeah.
But we've always tried to operate within our means. And we actually had a kid over to visit the other day, visiting one of the kids, and she said, "Wow, y'all are rich," because she just saw tractors and animals and stuff. And we said, "No, we're not." We do have a lot of equipment, but a lot of it is old equipment. So with that comes challenges. A lot of it is things that Ben's grandpa worked hard for and left to us and gave us a good start, but it was old equipment at the time when he died, and then now some of it we still have, and it's really old equipment, and we've thankfully been able to upgrade a few things. But usually when we buy farm equipment, it's hardly ever new things. We're upgrading to someone else's used equipment. But that's just how it is. We're not complaining. That's just how we have to do it. We've had to learn to live on a budget our whole married life, and the farm is no different. So one of our huge accomplishments this year was rolling up 400 bales of hay, which that was one of our goals all along, is to see if we could actually do it and farm this whole farm. And we did it this year, and we're so excited that we accomplished it, along with a lot of help from family and friends, or we wouldn't have made it through.
I think normally on our years past, it's normally been about 150 bales is about what we'd bale up in a year, and that was quite a bit what we thought. Well, going into this year with this many more cows, we knew we was going to have to bale up at least 400, and that's going to be pushing it, but we got that accomplished.
So when you've never done something on that big of a scale, it's gonna put your equipment to the test, and that's what it did. So on a farm, you have to learn to be a mechanic, along with everything else.
My grandpa told me growing up, if you're gonna use equipment, it's gonna eventually break. You just gotta learn how to work on it, and that's what we've done. From help from friends that, like replacing the clutch in this, I had no idea how to do it. I'm grateful that I got close friends that'll come help, and we got that accomplished.
And pretty much all the problems we faced this year, we didn't face alone. We had people to call for almost every problem. Sometimes they came over, like with the farm equipment, and were able to physically help us. Sometimes it was just advice over the phone, which is what we needed at the time. So it's great to have a community around you.
So another big accomplishment in 2019 is bringing in another 60 head of mama cows. At the time they had about 20 babies at their side, and the rest of them calved here on top of the 20 beef cows that we already had, and these 5 milk cows that Andrea's got. So moving up to about 180-ish cows and calves combined.
Steers and bulls and everything.
It just...
We're back down now because we have sold crops of calves, but bringing in that many cows was a dream of ours, which is what led us to cut all the hay. It was something we've dreamed about doing for a long time, and using this land that Ben's grandpa left to us. So that was a huge accomplishment, but that brought with it all kinds of things to go with it. I never thought I would be putting a magnet in a cow, or slicing an abscess, or pushing a cow's insides back in, or treating bloat, or all the things that we did. So when we first brought in the cows, we had a bout of shipping fever and a lot of pneumonia. We lost calves, we lost cows. It was a pretty trying time, and we second guessed, what are we doing here? What are we doing? This is crazy. We can't do this. What were we thinking to think that we could? And that brought some hard days, some of our hardest days on this farm. We got up the cows and calves to try to treat them the first time. They busted out of the corral. It was a tough day. I feel like at the end of that day, we actually went to Sonic at the end of that day because we were whooped. This farm whooped our tail. But we got back up 2 days later. We talked to our vet and he said, just try again. So we did it all again and it was successful. And that was one of our best days here on this farm. So another big thing in 2019 was YouTube. We really dedicated ourselves to putting our story out there and putting out 5 videos a week to try to connect with people on YouTube, and I feel like that has been a huge thing for us. We've met so many friends, some of which we consider almost like family now. We've gotten to know so many of you through the comments and through your videos, or even if you don't put out videos, just you commenting and being active on the Facebook groups and Instagram and all those things. That's been a wonderful, unexpected blessing to us here on our farm.
And also in that, putting on the 2019 Shindig, we got to meet several of y'all there. Getting to meet face to face, that was an awesome experience. Really enjoyed that. Also meeting y'all at other events like the Baker Creek Heirloom Expo, the Baker Creek Spring Planting Festival, HOA. All of them, it has been such a fun year in 2019 getting to meet all of y'all.
And the Shindig wouldn't have been a success at all if it hadn't been for y'all supporting it and coming to it and all those things. And I thank you for all the support that you've already shown for the 2020 Shindig.
So even though 2019 had its challenges, it also had its successes.
We buried a puppy. That was pretty recent, but and while that was a really hard day here, we also have this little girl to be thankful for. We have family members that have had health struggles, but we also have family members that have overcome health struggles. So we're just trying to look for the positive and be thankful because we are so blessed. And a lot of that is due to the people in our life, the people in real life, and you guys here through our YouTube family. So we just wanted to take this time and say thank you.
So let us know in the comments down below how 2019's been for you. Has it been great? Have you had struggles? Do you need us to pray for you? Whatever it is, if you feel comfortable, just leave it in the comments below, or you can always private message us through Facebook.
So thanks for watching. That has been 2019's recap from us. We've done things that we never thought we would and faced things and persevered through them. And we just look forward to 2020. We're really excited about all the exciting things. We're hoping that the cows are gonna level out and 2020 is gonna be a year of maybe a tad less work. But all the work we did this year was just necessary because when you buy a whole herd of cows like we did, we knew what we were getting into for the most part, that it was going to be a huge undertaking. And so we're hoping to have kind of crossed over where it's going to be more manageable. And we are just going to take you guys along for the ride, along with raising food here on our homestead.
All right, so now we're going to be off to 2020. We will see y'all guys later. Thanks for watching. God bless.